What's up, Facebook world? It's your girl, Mindy C, coming at you on Friday night. How is everyone doing tonight? If you guys are live with me, drop me a 1. You'll see that red live button right up in the corner. You want to tap my nose and follow me. 3 little thingies will come up, and then you can choose to follow me if you don't want to miss any of my lives. So I am Mindy from Michigan. I'm going to make a really easy, fast dinner. So, well, it's kind of fast. But I'm having, like, butter steak bites, butter garlic steak bites. Hey, Shyla, how are you doing? Hey, Deb. Nice to see you on here. Hey, Jen. I am making some steak and potato pancakes, but they're not potatoes. It's a rutabaga. So all I'm going to do for the steak is I cut it into cubes. It's just strip steak. Hey, Kathy, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Hey, Susan. Nice to see you on here. Hey, Eric. I've just got some butter in my pan. So I am just going to put my meat, turn the burner up a little bit. I'm just going to put my meat in there. I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on that meat. And that's about it. So butter, garlic, salt, and pepper on chopped up steak into bite-sized pieces. That's going to be the meat. That's going to be my protein. So some salt and pepper, and I've got a couple tablespoons of minced garlic. That's going to go right in there, and we're going to let those cook for a second. Hey, Jennifer, how are you doing? Hey, Portia, nice to see you. Happy Friday, Jen. Nice to see you. Let's see if I missed anyone real quick. Nope, I don't think so. Hey, Jacqueline, nice to see you. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Sylvia. Nice to see you. I'm making just some basic butter garlic steak bites. So I cut my meat up, some salt and pepper, some garlic, minced garlic, and butter. And then that's how I'm cooking my meat tonight. So, and then we're going to add a little more butter too, also, once it starts cooking up a little bit. And then I've got some potato pancakes, but it's rutabaga. So it's the other. So if you don't know what a rutabaga is, hey Candy, how are you doing? Hey Shay, nice to see you. So you can get a rutabaga in most stores. This is what it looks like. It looks kind of gross on the outside. This is like a wax coating. So you have to peel this off with a knife. It's really hard, so just keep in mind that it's not like an easy peel. And then once you get that outer layer off, it looks just like a potato inside. So that's what I'm using. So for about 1 cup of cubed rutabaga is about 9 carbs. So for about 1 cup. So very, very low in carbs. And what I did is I stuck that rutabaga in my food processor and I shredded it up. So that's what I did. And I made, I shredded the rutabaga and then I put some salt, some pepper. I sprinkled a little bit of my ranch popcorn seasoning in there. And I also put a ½ cup of French onion chip dip in there too. So I got myself like a shredded rutabaga, and then I put my seasonings, and I also put 2 tablespoons of coconut flour in there. So after I cook the meat for a second here, just let that, I'm gonna switch burners actually. I'm gonna turn this on. And then we're going to switch the meat to the other side because we don't need to see how meat cooks, right? Hey, Mom, how are you doing? Hey, Deb, nice to see you. So gutter. Guess that gutter is, oh my God, it's butter. It's butter and garlic. I took the G and put it on the udder. So just basic strip steak, you guys. A little bit of butter, a little bit of salt and pepper, and some minced garlic. And that's how I'm cooking the meat tonight. So, and then I'll add a little more butter to it in a little bit after it cooks a little bit. But I'm going to switch the burners because we're going to put the meat, because you don't need to see the meat cook. You've seen that before. So you get another skillet, and then you're just going to put about 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil, enough to coat it, but not too much, okay? So I am making fake potato pancakes tonight. Hey, Melody, how are you doing? Ooh, yes, that sounds great. I bake them and use them for like potato salad, rutabaga, or celery roots. So this time I'm shredded them up in my food processor. So preferably you want to shred them in a food processor because it's a harder vegetable. So, and then I just put it in my bowl, the shredded, and then added a half cup of French onion dip, 1 egg, some salt and pepper, a little bit of ranch seasoning, and 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. So when you get like this kind of like mixture, and then I'm heating this oil up a little bit. Now you don't want your pan in the oil, you don't want it super hot. Okay, so you just want it you want it hot where it's sizzling, but you don't want it because this will burn quick. So, and then basically all you're gonna do is you are going to get your hands in there. Let me get that meat going and shake that meat up. Gotta shake my meat. So I got some steak. If you're just tuning in, I got butter, garlic, steak, salt, and pepper. That's my protein tonight. And I made some rutabaga potato pancake mix. So this is just like a hash brown, you guys. You guys can make hash browns in the morning time with these shredded rutabagas. And you can make them as big as you want. I'm going to make them about bite size, about like that. And you got to be careful with them. They're delicate, so you want to just set them in the pan really gentle because they will break apart, so don't be alarmed. Hey, Lorene, how are you doing? Hey, Jessica, how are you doing? Nice to see you on here on a Friday night. So, fake potato pancakes, you guys. So, this rutabaga is low in carbs, and it is great for you. And I've just got it mixed up with egg and some chip dip and some salt and pepper, a little bit of ranch seasoning, and then you just make your little pancakes, and you don't want to make them too thick, so because you want to make sure that that potato or the rutabaga cooks. So super yummy. So you can make, like I said, you can make hash browns in the morning time. You know, you can put your sugar-free ketchup on them. Hey, Mom. I see you, Mom. Hey, Kayla. How are you doing? Hey, Melinda. How are you doing? Nice to see you. If I missed your comment, I'm sorry. My hands are a little dirty. Again, you guys, these are flimsy, so just be careful with them because they're not like tacked together. So there we go. So that's all you got to do is you got to shred that rutabaga up and then add some, again, I added French onion dip, and then some salt and pepper, and an egg, and a couple tablespoons of coconut oil. And that's it. So I'm having steak and potato pancakes tonight. That's what's for dinner. What is everybody else having? Thank you for sharing, Jessica. I appreciate that. Sharing is caring. There we go. So again, like 1 cup of rutabaga cubed up is about 9 carbs. So I'm not making these very big. I would say about 4 of them is going to be a serving size for you. Super duper delicious. These are going to replace your potato, you guys. For everybody that's thinking that they can't get potatoes, these, you'll never know. You'll never know. They are almost identical to a potato taste. Almost identical. So let me move this over. So you want to let them cook a little bit because you want that bottom layer to get crispy so they don't fall apart. So I'm just going to push them upside there so I can get 2 more in the pan. There you go. That's super duper easy, you guys. Super easy. Alright. There we go. Make a little room. And if it looks like it's sucking up the grease from the pan, just add, a little bit of butter or something, or a little more oil to the pan. If you wanted a little more oil in there, you can do that. So there we go. Put that one, and then I'll do one last one. Okay. There we go. These are going to be delicious. Delicious. No, got to move this over a little bit. There we go. Alright, let me rinse off my hands. Get my hands, I'm going to wash them up real quick. There we go. Super duper easy, you guys. So if you're craving your potatoes and you're missing your potatoes, the rutabaga, the shredded rutabaga, and you just add an egg and some coconut flour and some seasoning, some salt and pepper, and you've got your hash browns or your potato pancakes, whatever you want to call them. Hey Ginger, how are you doing? Hey Teresa, nice to see you. Hey Tamara, nice to see you. Hey Kathy, nice to see you on here. I see you, Mom. Hey Vicky, nice to see you. Hey Julietta, nice to see you. Hey Don, how are you doing? All right, so that's what's for dinner. I got some steak and garlic and butter over on this side. I got my potato pancakes on this side. I'm looking for something to stir the meat, because the meat's getting all those juices are coming out of there. So they're gotta get that meat down in there, and cook your steak to your liking. So if you like it a little bit of pinkness in there, then you can kind of see those. So when you cut them up into cubes, they cook fairly fast. So and these ones cook very fast too. The rutabagas, you can see that. Let me go over there and see you. Do you pre-cook? No, nope. Just pop your rutabaga, peel it up, and pop it into a food processor, and then add in your egg and your coconut flour, and then that's it. So they cook up really fast, so you don't have to pre-cook your rutabaga on the shredded at all. So you'll have your hash browns in the morning time, you guys. Super duper easy. And you can even shred it the night before if you don't feel like shredding it the morning of. Hey Fraser, nice to see you. Dawn, I lost 2 pounds on that egg fast. So I did a 3-day egg fast. I did a 60-hour reboot. I do that every month. And I lost about 10 pounds on my reboot. So I did really, really well that month. I guess I was holding on to a lot of quarantine crap. And then I proceeded with a 3-day egg fast. So for every egg you eat a tablespoon of fat. And you can add 4 ounces of cheese as extra. And so I did that. So the total of last week, I lost like 12 pounds with my reboot and my egg fast. So the egg fast was only 2 pounds. I was happy with that. I was very happy. It was a very easy fast because I love eggs. Deviled eggs, fried eggs, scrambled eggs, poached eggs, country scrambled eggs, eggs Benedict. I love it all. Chaffles. Give it to me all. That's how I used to say about potatoes. I like French fries. I like mashed potatoes. I like potato salad. But now I don't miss the potatoes at all. Especially we got stuff like this. So now when you're flipping, you want to just, again, you want to be very careful and make sure you'll start to see the edges will start to crisp up there. So you'll know when to flip them over. There we go. So super duper easy. And again, you guys, these are not, you gotta flip them just like a pancake. There you go. These are very delicate. So again, so you gotta be gentle with them. If they fall apart, that's okay. It will be just fine. So I like to take a fork and kind of help that flip them over. I rather do it with a fork because a fork is easier, but whatever's easier because the fork is thinner than the spatula. Hey Kelly, how are you doing? Hey Lisa, nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm just making some potato pancakes, but it's not potatoes, it's rutabaga. So rutabaga is fairly cheap. It's in the, over there by your turnips and cabbage and all of that good stuff. So most grocery stores should carry it. So most of them should. So most of them, rutabaga is pretty popular. So yeah, and just put it right into your food processor and shred it up. Hey Denise, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Hey Michael Vanover, nice to see you on here. Just making some rutabaga pancakes or my fake potato pancakes. So you can also do this in the morning time. Again, you guys, you can make hash browns. So you can make hash browns, bacon, and eggs, or sausage, whatever you want. Whatever you want. This one might fall apart. That one's a little bit big. There we go. That one's falling apart a little bit, but that's okay. So, and again, this rutabaga is going to soak up a little bit of the oil. So I just got a little bit of butter over here. So I'm just going to throw about a tablespoon of butter in there and get that going and the in-betweens there. And then they'll get a nice buttery flavor. So these are going to be delicious. So super duper easy. And I'm getting the steaks just about done. Like that. Oh, this is what's for dinner. Get that butter all around in those pans right there. Super duper easy, you guys. Yeah, I've made the French fries with the rutabaga too. I like it. I like to cut them into cubes and put them in the oven, and then I like to bake them, and then I'll use them the next day. I'll throw some onions in there and I'll make like a hash brown or fried American potatoes. I don't know if they call them that or not, but you know what I mean. The breakfast potatoes with, you can put onions and green peppers in there. So I do that also. And again, these don't take very long. So these are about done. So I'm going to take them off the heat like that. My steak is all done. So butter, garlic, and I'm just going to, once I scoop that onto my plate, let me grab a plate. I'm going to add a little bit more butter to the steak there. And if you don't want the juice, that's okay. There's juice in the pan. There we go. So just like that. Yum, yum, yum. And there we go. This is what I'm having for dinner, guys. Steak and potato pancakes for dinner. That's what's for dinner tonight. There you go. It's butter steak and some potato pancakes. Yes, I've used jicama before. It's too sweet for me. Jicama was my first one that I tried. Way too sweet. I didn't care for it at all. So that's more like a fruit. So my favorite is rutabaga and celery root. So those are my two roots that I love to cook with in place of my potato, because those ones are closest to the taste of a potato. So the jicama is just a little bit too sweet for me. So yeah. Hey Marietta, how are you doing? Nice to see you on here. So yeah, you guys, if you're just tuning in, I made some fake potato pancakes or rutabaga pancakes with some seasoning, and I just did a simple strip steak and with butter and garlic. And that is it. That's what's for dinner tonight. All right, you guys. Okay. And boil it up. Okay. Yeah, I have used, Becky, I've used it for potato salad before, but I've never boiled it. So I didn't know if you could boil it, but I used that before. But that's all I got. So I'm going to eat my dinner because I'm eating late again. And I'm going to go sit on my deck and I'm going to enjoy my steak and my potato pancakes. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, guys. Hey, Beth, how are you doing? Yes, Jen, they taste similar. They taste similar. They're very close to a potato taste. Bye, guys.